My name is Rhapsody, and welcome back to Inscryption, Kaycee's mod. Alright. Second starter deck time. Only makes sense. Let's get our flying ant and our non-flying ant. All regular battles are replaced with totem battles. I mean, look. All regular battles are totem battles. All boss battles are totem battles. And the Trapper's Belt. I mean, I'm on 50 with that. If I turn this off, I'm only 10 down. Which means I could tag one of these off and get tipped scales back on to fulfill the 40. I don't know if I want all of my battles to be boss battles just yet. Let's take this one out for a ride. So we do have the ant, we have the flying ant, sorry, the ant queen. We have the flying ant, which we found last time as well. Has ant damage and is airborne, does not generate another ant for us though. And we've got a skunk too. Ooh, very early possibility of picking something up from the Prospector over there. Good to see it. We also know that we are going to be upgrading or removing a unit in the second space. So we should start thinking about that. Show me some exquisite pelts. I intend to. Hair pelts? Ooh. Well. Very expensive, I'll say, about our options here so far. Very expensive. None of them really theming them themselves into what we kind of want to do yet. I would happily give any of these units extra health. I want to give one of them sprinter and prong attack. I mean, I think that could be okay. Which are the ones that I'm gonna want a different sigil indefinitely, right? Like Flying Ant having a copy of Ant Spawner itself would be really good. I wonder, getting a fledgling to upgrade one of these. There is also the bell ringer represented by the distance to the bell, I think. So just put that on the left-hand side and have 5 damage. We should probably take this as just a damaging unit, to be entirely frank. And then it comes down to whether or not I take the Great White or the Pronghorn, I think, here. I'm going to be exceedingly low on material. God, maybe it's the River Otter or the Raven Egg then. Yeah. I'll make good use of these. I trust you well. I trust that so. Alright. Pronghorn is not in the deck. We get the upgrade for damage, though. Well. Why will you not allow me to put anything else in these? Excuse me? I can't warm up the ants? Well, maybe this is a removal opportunity then. Yeah, I'm gonna double push this and see if it's a removal opportunity. If not, I'll take that. That is a good enough unit that I'm now happy with it. Okay, so over on this left-hand side, we get another fire for some more upgrades to a unit, as well as a pickaxe. Hopefully we get a unit worth upgrading. I can't respond to either of those elk. I wonder if my flying ant should just push 1 damage right now. Or maybe my skunk should protect against some. The skunk would only protect me against 1 incoming damage. Welcome. Draw that. This is distance to the bell, right? Is equal to the distance between the card and the bell, I think. But it wants to be adjacent. So I think it's a shorter distance is better. I'm gonna take this as an experimental opportunity. Yeah, it pushes 4 damage. Okay, cool. Unfortunately, they will also push 4 in response to this. But then I actually get to push 4 back against one of their elk. And then kill the other elk as well the turn after. In fact, I'll just chump block here with the squirrel. Take no damage. And that's a scoop. So now it comes down to how much damage I can actually get out of the field before the end of the game. I'm down 1. I'm actually going to use that squirrel just so I have an open slot. So if I do get forced to go to any bags, I don't have to take a pack rat. It will also pretty severely increase our output of damage here. Which, I don't know, maybe I actually purchased something in this run. Maybe. It's possible. Crazy things have happened. And we are on a deadline, if I continue the path I intended, to a trapper. I like me a gamble. Pick a boulder. Middle. Ah! No gold. Just a strange looking varmint. Take it. It's got fecundity. When a card bearing this sigil is played, a copy of it is engraved in your hand. We're an ant deck. We did it, I guess. Here's the deeply annoying thing, though. I now need to play thin. So this is a removal opportunity. This is definitely giving me a card, though. But then this is definitely giving me at least 1 card because he gives you a free pelt. And then I'm not going to want to go to a trader afterwards and waste another space in that fashion. Oof. Well, I'm glad that I used an item in the previous battle. I'm going to take another squirrel because my summoning resources are going to be a bit tight for a moment. We're going to need like a warren or, you know, some material generation because, oh boy. Oh boy. Maybe Egg now manages to push 4 by itself. Protects against 2 from the elk as well. Next turn, it's time for more ants. Sorry, did that have a skink tail? Oh no, it just moved and blocked another attack. Got it. Wait, how did it die to the worker ant? The raven would have attacked over it. Burrower. When an empty space would be struck, a card bearing the sigil will move to that space and receive the strike instead. Maybe that overpowers flight? I think it does, though. Anyhow. It worked. So material or more ants, please. Extremely none of those. The fact that the worker ant has fecundity means that I can just use it as an infinite bone generation, which means I can just play that. Oh, that's interesting. Because the worker ant is an insect. I'm very heavily incentivized to start going and picking up wood carvings. Give flight to all of my insects? There's also like a hedge for the possibility of getting the Gek later. I don't know if all of my insects need flight, is the thing. But I guess they can have it. Now I need the insect head from up here. But there's also another totem even further up. Wow, actually, no, I can go over for a tribal pickup, and then I can even try and upgrade a unit to get it out of the deck. There's the queen. I'm also full up on resources again. What's my next space after this? I really wish I could refer back to the map while we're in this phase. Just bring it up or something like that. Because I don't memorize the map, and I'm gonna have to start doing that. The space immediately after this is a fire, after which I don't know. Fine. I'm not certain. So, we'll just push as much as we can. One more, and that's overkill right there, I think. Ooh. Oh, baby. 16 to the dome. Ah, yeah, it was that. Sorry, it was a tribal selection, I forgot. Nah. Also nah, but we'll take the Rattler, I guess. Yeah, again, I can generate infinite bones if I need, so not too bad. One creature by the fire enhance. I feel like maybe I should do this with the Rattler now. Because I'd be fine not having it. I'd also be fine with it having 5 damage. Nice. This is making up for the last game where all of those were removals. Making up, because it would be making up for it if this was a good thing, but I actually do want to remove everything again, which is always going to be the case, let's be real. Let's take that. There is my insect. All my insects are now flying. Let's go. Ah, and they've got flying serpents. The man grimaced and shook his head. An exquisite meal ye shall make. Oh, there's flying. And block flying. Rude. Well, I mean, look, the Ant Queen does have to go down at some point. I can kill that bullfrog, but it will leave nothing, actually. No, only the strange frogs will leave anything. Okay. But then the enemy pushes 2 damage unless I chump block with something. Boy. I only have the ability to push 1 damage naturally. I have nothing I can fly over or anything as such. The turkey vultures won't really be able to push any damage. Like, will drawing a squirrel here help even save me? I put the squirrel down, I put down the ant that I have in hand. It does 2 damage to the strange frog. This does 2 damage to the bullfrog dies. The rabbit moves forward. We get dealt 1 damage by the strange frog. The other strange frog deals 1 damage to a worker ant. My ant queen pushes in for more damage. The worker ant kills a strange frog. I need to chump block here again next turn, assuming the enemy doesn't do anything else. Okay, I guess that's good enough. It'll have to be good enough for now. The problem is I will need to start finding time to actually, you know, pull cards from my deck. Is that now? Can't play the turkey vulture. I could play the rattler against the strange frog. Okay, yeah, it's now. That's the workaround. Okay, so now I have the ability to generate infinite bones if I want them. I know that all of my bone costs are already in my hand, so I'm just going to generate until 6, 4. Okay, yeah, until I have 10. Great, so now I have the ability to play the turkey vulture as well as the rattler. So in the second phase, putting down the rattler uncontested just wins it immediately. So I do like the idea of trying to keep this rattler in hand. I kind of think it might be turkey vulture into worker ant here. Another pelts. Oh, right, the Ant Queen pushes her damage over the top. That's even better. I actually wasn't even expecting that. So if all of you push 3, we lose a worker ant at the very end, but we push 3 and 3 across the top, which actually sets us up as best it possibly can be. At least in terms of our overkills being a good thing that we want. I will also now use my final copy of worker ant. Final copy of worker ant. In order to kill this leaping trap, get myself another wolf pelt. This will give me the 4th wolf pelt. We got it. The skinning knife turns. Let's try. Oh, if any of those were free summonables, I would love that. Thank you, though. I'm taking all those, and then one of these, a squirrel, and a rattler, and then I'm gonna sack both of those worker ants and push 16 damage to the dome again. It's a thing. It's a real thing. We had to try for a couple of episodes, and thankfully the majority of those episodes, you know, there was one episode that failed trying to do ants, and then there were 2 episodes that just did something else really interesting instead. We take those. Perhaps one of these will entice you. Mole Man. Long elk. And amoeba. In case you're unfamiliar with the amoeba symbol, amorphous, a creature bearing the sigil when it is drawn, it is replaced with another sigil at random. It's a 2-bone summon. Like, that's material, right? That's what that is. Mole Man is time, is patience, is defense. Long elk also seems really good though too. I think I just need more material so I can actually summon my minions. We will need another map. Tepid water flooded your boots. Flies swarmed around you. You had entered the wetlands. Yeah, I'm currently down an item, so this would not give me the pack rat. But this will remove a card and give me bones. I might have to go over this way. Turkey vulture. I mean, I'm fine with that because I have the infinite bone generation energy, which is why, you know, it was easy to click the turkey vulture there. I mean, skunks are pretty easy. Pretty easy sacrificial unit right there. Speaking of sacrificial units, we'll have another opportunity to get rid of one in a little bit. Can't do anything. Alrighty then. They're going to push 4 damage next turn, which kills me with that coyote. I can't play any of the things I have in hand. I really don't want to try and contest that adder. So if they're pushing 4 damage next turn, I would need to have 2 more health, push 2 health, push 2 damage rather, or prevent 2 of their damage next turn. So if I chump block that coyote with a squirrel this turn after drawing a squirrel, then next turn, assuming the enemy doesn't play anything else, which they will, I would be able to just play a squirrel and the ant queen contesting that adder, and then start getting my space back on board. I worry, however, if I don't draw into here and do something immediately this turn, I am just committing to lose later. That does it. That'll do it. They're gonna patch this so soon. I must abuse it while it's here. So I've got 16 and then 6. 22 total should be enough for me to stop doing this. 1, 2, 4, 1, 2, 5. Okay, so we're about halfway. Wait, hang on. I'm not pushing lethal this turn, am I? Well, I could. Okay. Rip. I'm gonna do that forever. Especially if I already have the opportunity to invalidate the necessity in my hand. Oh! We did get a flying ant. Perfect. I just wanted an ant. That's it. The flying ant. Its diligence is matched only by its grounded cousin. Exactly what we were looking for. I think I need to sacrifice that Raven Egg into something. Yeah, it's the least usable of these. And it is sacrificed into... I mean, like, Turkey Vulture actually... It's not a bad card for it to go into. Okay. Do I want more totem options? What would I even take? Like, I guess sacrificing this unit gives you 3 blood would actually be kind of good. Okay, there's our ability to play everything if we want it. Which we do. This amoeba has many lives. When it's sacrificed, it doesn't perish. I did not know that. That'll, I'll spice that up somewhat. Yeah, I mean, I can't really do anything else, so. Push lethal. Very handy thing for the amoeba to pick up. It's never going to pick up another useful thing in the entire run, just to be clear. Not going to happen. The adamantine mud turtle. Its shell can stop any attack. Once. Corpse maggots. When a card bearing this sigil is played, is automatically played in its place. Yep. Okay, putting that on Ant Queen actually might be pretty sick. Beehive is a way to get positive material, though. Yeah. Put out the Beehive, it gets struck. Get another bee. No. No, the Ant Queen's really annoying to actually try and get out. Come on. You actually did it. Why? Well, all of our ants now have fecundity. All of our insects, sorry, mind. All now have fecundity. Without another word, the woodcarver vanishes. Oh my god, that's so much totem building opportunity out there. There's no way I can take that path. Oh, there's no way this... It doesn't. It can't. Right? Oh, it does. Oh, boy. Oh, wow. not gonna... Oh, that's not good. It's the opposite. Yeah, I can't actually get enough on the field to contest any of these enemies. Yeah, this one's a loss for us. There's nothing I can do to this. I can push myself back up by 2, and then we don't die this turn, but we will die next turn. So that beehive, as it turns out, might have actually been a really good pickup. Oh. That's fine, you can snuff one of them. That's what it's there for. It's painful to see. Item later as well. The meddlesome bat. A minor terror. Snapper as well. I'm gonna reroll for the possibility of a duplicate on any of mine. Get a worker at. That's a doopy. Snack one of these into another, and I was thinking corpse maggots into the ant queen. So ant queen gives you the ability to spawn an ant in your hand, but all of mine have fecundity, so they are spawning ants in my hand already. I have no shortage of access to ant. Really does feel like this should just... Oh. Where am I gonna get squirrels? Items? I could just try and take a squirrel into every fire. That'd be handy. Speaking of, we'll be taking that one. All of your birds are stinky. A rotten scent caused you to retch. Doubled over, a mucky boot entered your field of view. You looked up to behold an unnaturally large figure. You bring fish. These are chose. Well. Oh, baby. Yeah. This will get changed. I'm certain of it. Once again, then once more. This time with passion. This time with feeling. And this time, do it as though you're amorous. This time as though you're angry. Okay, 5 more. Sorry, I'm not aware of 5 more emotions, so we're just gonna have to... or even 5 more adjectives. How's that one do for you, bud? Go fish. Elder turkey vulture, love it. But yeah, we're just gonna absolutely overwhelm you. I really wish I could spend some of... Because the overkill resource is only useful in one very specific circumstance, and that's going to the hunter and purchasing pelts. But it does seem quite likely that purchasing cards is not consistently going to be a good strategy in this game. I wish there were other ways to use those, but also my wish would be that you could use them for removals. But if you could use them for removals, I would never do anything else. Someone has to save me from myself. Perhaps one of these will do. Can I have a Gek or another amoeba, please? That'll do. Oh yes, I know. You beheld the beauty of the dawn. Only a faint clicking sound. Only a faint clinking sound ahead could distract you from the sight. You set out upon the woodlands. Alright. How are you even going to fail this? We have so many sigils. We don't have a lot of damage on our cards. Trial of Power, we might fail. 5 bones. If we ever draw a Turkey Vulture or a Rattler, we immediately fail that. 6 health. We've got a lot of combinations of 3, 2, and 1. 4 damage. The problem is if we ever draw a Turkey Vulture, that immediately fails with 4 damage. Same with the Rattler as well. I think we might actually have the best chance at health. We failed. Hell yeah. That was the win state for us. We did not want to include another card in that instance, so. Hell yeah. Partner. Starting with the resources to be able to immediately summon Amoeba is very good. So, get you out of the deck. Heavily increases the amount of things we can do with an opening hand. There is a mycologist over on the other side. I'm interested. Oh, baby. Squirrel goes down. Workaround goes down. Sorry. Amoeba goes down. Oh, Workaround goes... down? Yeah. I don't think there's a bag directly in front of me, but I'm actually just gonna play it safe. I really desperately don't want to pack rat. And also, I don't care about getting more overkill at this point. Yeah, there's not a bag in front of me, but there is a trial I hope to fail. Health is still our best chance. If we draw any of our 3s, we're probably gonna fail though. 2, 2, 3. That'll happen. Trial was passed, unfortunately. We see a River Snapper that can be sacrificed multiple times. Cuckoo that actually blocks its front space and then attacks to its left and right. That's actually kind of good. I mean, you know, we don't want it. We would want to not have it, but if I have to have something, might as well. Might as well have exactly that. So joining the 2 flying ant or worker ants together is particularly appealing to me. Some better health. As well as, like, I don't need that many of those ant cards in the deck. They all have fecundity. Hello, Queen. There's that fecundity. Okay, here's how I think I'm gonna do this. We'll go for our Turkey Vulture being generated. And because I might draw into the second Turkey Vulture, actually, I will continue until we have 16. Two more. Perfect. I do want that wolf to kill, actually. Sorry. No, I need the flying ant to be in that position. Turkey Vulture over there. So we push 3. Wolf comes back, kills my flying ant, summoning my ant queen, giving me a worker ant in hand, which has its own fecundity. Oh, and of course I get another ant queen as well. Resources would be so good. Yeah. I mean, I guess that would be less damage, actually, if I left it that way. But I don't care. I shouldn't care. Right, overkill is done. I'm never purchasing a card. It's true. Overkill and I are over. Kill and I are over. Kill and I are over. Health. Blood. And same type. Yeah, we have so many kin. Blood cost, though. We're pretty low on blood cost. That'll do it. love to fail. Over on the left-hand side here, we'll have the ability to join the 2 flying ants together. Or the 2 amoeba. I don't actually want to join those 2 turkey vultures together because drawing those individually is actually pretty important. They're a heavy part of my stabilization mechanic. You don't want to see this. Oh my god, there's so much removal up there. So many minion buffs as well, if I could have got those. Amoeba does 1 damage back. Kind of want to just summon the squirrel over on the left-hand side. Wolf comes forward, attacks it, summons the ant queen in that position. Next turn I play an amoeba, summon the ant that was summoned by the ant queen. Both of those attack. We get 2 damage in both spaces. We kill 2. As well as the ability to generate infinite bones so that we can summon all the turkey vulture as well, should we want. One worker ant. 2 worker ants. I never thought about the fact that now anytime anything dies, an ant queen's just gonna come out onto the board. So my goal should just be to fill my entire board with chumps and then draw into the ant queen as well. Okay. Again. It's amoeba, sack the amoeba. Short on the turkey vulture still. Oops. That'll do it. Push 6 of my very own fresh damage points. You put another ant queen out on the field for us. Yeah, I can't increase my damage there. Even if it was something cosmetic, I could spend the extra overkill on, so that I have a reason to continue overkilling even after I've overkilled as much as possible. Mantis, a possum, and a flying ant. I could append another flying ant into my current flying ant, but I do want to actually decrease the size of this deck. But I guess that is, you're actually keeping the size of this deck as minimal as I possibly can. The opossum's another cheap summoning mineral. If I don't get any of these in my hand, I'm pretty screwed though. Yeah, I'm taking another flying ant. I may not even end up joining it in though. So upgrading individual units, health, and damage. I think we're past that step. And we're very much in the sacrificial realm instead. Okay, so if I do want to reduce the size of the deck here, because in the next space I have another dupe, I would sack this flying ant into something. Right? Those are my options for what gets sacrificed into. For flying, at least. Joining the 2 amoeba doesn't do a huge amount, but it does remove a card from my deck. I don't really want to be removing cards. Sorry. I'm completely contrasting what I just said. Sorry. I would like to remove specific cards from this deck. It's difficult to remove material and then the ability to summon my actual win, right? Like, it feels almost now like the turkey vulture goes. But if the turkey vulture goes, then what I would actually do is just in the next space join 2 turkey vultures. I'm gonna put an amoeba into a flying ant? We'll see what we can do as a result of this. So I can put my 2 flying ants together here, or I could join my 2 turkey vultures. Fine. I'm gonna be extremely elder turkey vulture eventually. 7-8 flying through the skies. Oh boy, howdy, it's time for the Prospector. Leshy? Got any gold in that there skull? Let me crack her open and take a look. I'll only be a second. Bunch of extra bones for us. That is one of the worst possible opening hands we can have. You'll love to see it. Get a cuckoo to block the spawn of that wolf there. And hold that pack mule in place as well. Oh, never mind, now we win. Also have push. Okay, so we are gonna need materials afterwards to still be able to win this. I'm gonna use the Rattler over on this left-hand side. The reason is because killing this pack mule is gonna be a huge amount of material for us. If I put down a single flying ant right now, you attack to the left, you attack to the right, you attack forward, we don't end up winning. Yet. Dag nabbit! Yeah, I mean, I can just push with this field as it currently exists. We'll take our win over the first section. They kill 2 of our units on board. There's gold in them there cores. They wipe... Yeah, they wipe their back line. They don't wipe their front line. No problems whatsoever for us, though. I mean, the reality of the situation, I should probably just have played the Turkey Vulture and won instantly. That feels like that might have been a slightly better decido than I ended up making. Get him! Oh, you need more bones for that one, do I? This flying ant has bones on its sacrifice. Oh my god, every time we resummon one of these with Fecundity, they're getting a new sigil from the amoeba. We can just continue this until we have everything we want. This is going to allow me to choose the next card that I want out of the deck, so I'm going to take Worker Ant out. And now I have a Worker Ant in here. Oh boy, that's broke as all heck. Don't need any overkill. We'll take our win. Let me relight your candles. Much appreciated. Feeling a lot safer now. Perhaps one of these will yet entice you. Mantis God. Another amoeba as well. And an amalgam that's too expensive. Mantis God question mark? Excuse me? I'm gonna just put it in the deck and win with it. I think I have to win with it to see if that question mark means anything. We will have another map. Oh. Yeah, let's make the other flying ant do the same amoeba thing. If I ever draw one, I can just continue playing them until I get enough good effects to win the game. Draw every card out of my deck. Don't mind if I do. It's gonna take a while though. Oh, how I relish this moment. There you go. You may have the smoke. You may also take an extra candle. Another flame. Their insects are now lethal immediately. Smoke. Oh boy! That's the win if we want it. Eventually, the flying ant is gonna have Burrower be its ability, and then it'll give me another card back in hand. So yeah, like we can just close this out. Well, wait, we can't close it out right now. The Mole Man is actually gonna prevent us from doing that ultimately, I think. So the worker ant is, bye Bob. The worker ant is gonna give me too much in my hand. Flying ant still hasn't even got itself a sigil though. Card bearing the sigil is drawn. It was drawn. I could have sworn it. Its true appearance is frightening, even to me. Ishrog. Repulsive. If a creature would attack a card bearing the sigil, it does not. How? So wait, so that, but its sigil was question mark, and then I sacrifice. You're a weird one, Ishrog. Well, I think I'm gonna respond to that differently. Let's put my worker ant over there. Mole Man blocks, Ishrog attacks forward, blocks, kills. Yeah, Ishrog does not get killed here. Oh man, if I could get that Mantis God to kill 2 things in a turn and summon 2 Ant Queens. So you are currently wound up to slash my board to nothingness. I wonder if I even have to respond to you right now. Okay, so at the end of the turn, you were going to do it regardless. Oh, that Mantis. Oh, that Mantis represents the ability to get a lot of Ant Queens down. But also, I think I already represent the ability to do that too. I gotta play the ones with the least fecundity. Flying Ant. That one has Beehive. That's great. Flying Ant here. Another flying ant with the, yeah, I'll just replace the other one that doesn't have Beehive with that. Phase 1 down. No backline for you. You replace the front line that is empty with stumps, and then fill the back line with units that you believe should be familiar to me, and I believe aren't. You can't stop the Ant Queens. Oh, thanks. I got a bee. Oh, and that bee is now infinitely replayable as a insect with fecundity. So, GG. There does not appear to be a hands limit. I was certain there was one. I was quite worried. I mean, there has to be an effective hand limit eventually. The moon is waning. I'm certain I can make sure that it's fully waned. Good response. There's my Ant Queen about it. Thank the extra bee as well. We did it. Ants work. All you have to do is abuse the hell out of fecundity. Very well. Finish me off and then we did it. Beautiful. 4 bosses defeated, 8 misplays. We've managed to complete the next section. Entry 4. I scoured the disc last night, looking for some kind of explanation. I found some really wild stuff. It made me think, what is the old underscore data, and why does Leshy only talk about it when he's wearing the woodcarver's mask? I found some log from Mr. Kaminsky. It was pretty clear when I met him that the guy had issues, but he seemed to be saying that in this log that the entire development of Inscryption was a cover. For what? How infuriating if true. Time to start another run, I guess. Couldn't agree more, Kaycee. But in the interim and just before then, we have a 2/5 dire wolf. It will strike the opposing space an extra time when attacking. Double strike. Neat. It's got 3 for its summoning. And then the dire wolf pup at the end of the owner's turn, the dire wolf pup will generate 1 bone. Also, it will grow into a more powerful version of itself after a single turn. I am obviously going to have to draft this as a high priority. No boss rares. Bosses award regular cards instead of rares. That actually might be an upgrade occasionally. Not always, obviously. Seeing things like Gek and things like that can be huge. But for the moment, let me say that my name's Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Inscryption, Kaycee's mod. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves with the playlist up in that top left over there for the series past, present, and future, specifically the one on Kaycee's mod. The one in Inscryption can be found in the description down below. There's also a YouTube recommendation directly below the series playlist on the screen at the moment, and streaming past in the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic over on patreon.com/RhapsodyPlays and above the 10 day. Enjoy yourself.